All right, guys, welcome back. This is Tony T, and this is for all the people that want a bunkhouse but don't want those small bunk beds. This actually has two queen-size beds up in the front room of this one. Two queen beds for adults, teenagers, older kids, friends, family, and then your bedroom's gonna be in the back. This bad boy has two slides. It comes with a ton of stuff. Get a load of this. So you have a 32-foot with power jacks, power tongue jack. You have a 200-watt solar panel already on the roof. Solid steps on your main entrance steps right here. These flip up nice and easy into your door. You have an outside cooking area, so a 2-burner cooktop and a mini fridge. All the convenience. Double door. So this door is going to go right into your bedroom. Before we get to, we're going to go on the inside. Black tank flush. Emptying out your sewer tank. You don't want anything left over in your tanks. Hung up on your sensor, so you hook up a water hose right there, and it's gonna flush your system out for you. And I'll show you that on the other side. Nice big power awning with the LED integrated lights on each side. Look at the inside of this bad boy. I love the blue LED lights. Of course, you gotta like my lights. You even got them around the countertop right here too. Speaking of countertop, you have a one-piece countertop here, and this is a split stainless steel sink. And someone's in here snacking. I knew it. This has matching sink inserts as well, so you're going to turn that into a little bit more counter space. Plus, I feel like you get a lot more counter space in this one than most campers actually have or provide for you. You have the Extreme Leather Package. Before I forget, little stickers always help me out. So, Extreme Leather Package, fully enclosed and heated underbelly all underneath of this camper, so keeping your tanks from freezing up. Long as you have your furnace on, it will blow hot air into your underbelly. And then they actually do an extra foil insulation that is in the front cap, rear cap, and in the underbelly. So extra insulation is going to help your AC from working twice as hard and then keep your furnace heat in. Speaking of AC, you have two AC units in this unit as well. You have a couple drawers right here in the kitchen. There's your booklet. I like how they're doing the magnetic latches now instead of those plug-in latches. Sometimes you always have to adjust them. These ones you never have to adjust. Look at that. Very nice. Stove, oven, microwave. A nice Furrion 10 cubic foot refrigerator and freezer. Beautiful. Oh, look. I like how they do the glass in here, too. Sweet. Plenty of space, plenty of room. You can even add a shelf in there, I feel like. You have a U-shaped dinette here. This makes into a bed. And then your sofa actually makes into a bed. And you have some storage underneath. And the cool thing about this one is you can actually turn this back piece around. This is called the Z Lounge. So you flip this around on this side, and then you'll turn this into a sectional sofa. And then a couple of you guys could cuddle, hang out, recline, and then watch your big, massive TV right there. You can put a 50, 55-inch TV in this bad boy. Put a mount right on the wall on a swivel mount. You have a fireplace. So that fireplace actually produces heat as well. That's going to be electric heat, so you're not going to burn any propane like your furnace would. You have wood valances now. Look at those. The blackout accordion-style shades. Massive windows in here, and those windows open. You got USB ports in between because you got to bring your tablets. Tankless on-demand hot water heater. So you're going to have unlimited hot water. Long as you have water in your tank, of course, and you're hooked up to a full hookup. You always want to make sure you're hooked up to a full hookup. That way you don't suck yourself out of water. But you can run out of hot water. Nice big pantry. Look at this. So all the way down here, plenty of space for snacks. You know, I like to eat. Speaking of that, it's about lunchtime. Check out the master suite. This is pretty cool. So you get a ton of dresser drawer space. You get a big closet. And you get your own AC unit. How about that? A big king-size bed. For everyone that likes the king-size beds, you get a slide out on this one. So this one's going to be about 8,000 pounds because you're going to have two slide outs on this unit. So if you are pulling it, and you have storage under the bed, shock assisted. Oh, I like how they finish that off. Look at that. So they hide the wood for you. Very nice. You have outlets on each side of the bed. You got USBs on each side of the bed. You got storage above the bed. They did a good job. This is pretty cool. You put a mounted TV right here. So you have your entrance door from the outside right here, so easy access right into your bedroom. Or bathrooms. Your bathroom's right here, next to the master. I know a lot of people are like, why is the bathroom on the other side of the unit? Well, this one's next to your room, literally in your room, I would say. So no excuses with this one. Porcelain toilet. You already know Zinger does that for you. You got an outlet in here for the women's hair straightener. You know, I don't know why you got to straighten your hair when you go camping, but hey, they like to do it. A tall stand-up nice shower. Gotta have no space, right? This is a awesome unit. You can't really beat it. Bang for the buck. I mean, this is a little different than your normal camper layout, so that's why I like this one. especially if you got those older kids or got teenagers, people that come with you. Those have 300-pound weight limits on each of those. So plenty coming outside. You got the blacked out wheels, greasable hubs, like I've already mentioned, power jacks, power tongue. It's prepped for a backup camera, so you're gonna have a backup camera to watch the blind spots before changing lanes on the highway, back up into your sight so you don't start an argument with your loved ones. It happens sometimes. It's prepped for a telescoping ladder, so you can grab those in my service department, and that just kind of hooks right on there. It folds up nice and easy. It's lightweight aluminum. Spare tire on the back. And this one actually comes with slide topper awning. So some people are like, oh, I don't want to slide out. I don't want something to happen. Well, you're supposed to seal around all your slide outs and check your actual rubber seals as well. Make sure these always look good and they're not breaking off or anything like that, getting smushed. You always want to make sure it's got a nice tight seal around there. But there's also silicone that goes on that side of it as well. You can always touch that up. This is going to help tremendously. So this is going to help protect your investment. We can add this onto any trailer. This one actually got ordered with them on there already. So water, ice, snow, tree branches, acorns, nothing's going to sit up top on this camper. It's all going to just run right off, and it's not going to be up on your slide when you're bringing it in and out. When you bring your slide out, this rolls out automatically with it, and then when you bring your slide in, it rolls all the way in automatically, and there's no adjustment that you have to make on there. Hopefully. But yeah, once you have those installed, you're usually good. So a separate storage on the outside, even this is a bonus storage, I call it. So your big Anaconda 50 amp power cord right here, because you have two ACs. So to run both ACs and everything in the camper, you got to be plugged into 50 amp, which would be this plug right here. That's going to be a 4-pronger. And then we're going to give you a reducer, 50 to a 30, and then 30 to a 20. So that's for an extension cord, and this would be a 30 amp. So you could run the whole camper off 30 amp, you just couldn't run both ACs. But you have a bonus storage underneath the bed, plus your storage on the inside underneath the bed. So that's cool how they give you the dual storage. Yeah, your power cord actually plugs in right here. I like how this is a detachable cord. So you notice it was in there. So you actually plug this one in, and now this is all blocked off. The cool thing about that is the old campers used to be, you would have to pull your power cord out of the camper. It was a pain to get it to go back in, and it always get stuck, hung up on something. You got to go on the inside, remove a panel, and then bring it in and out. So it was a big cluster. The second big thing was mice. Mice would get right into that hole. So now it's all sealed off, and now you just plug in right there and go. Less hassle. And this is where you empty your tanks right here. So gray and black is going to be right here. This is your only dump station, so it doesn't have two hookups. Only one hookup for everything. Your kitchen, your bathroom is all done right here, gray and black. Make sure you do your black first and then do your gray, and it will help kind of wash that out for you. And then you have a cable outlet just in case you still have a power line, or a cable line rather. You have an outside shower, hot and cold water with the nozzle right here. Shower with nature, why not? Rinse off your hands, rinse off your feet, rinse off the kids' feet coming back from the beach. You know you're gonna get sandy and dirty. This is a full hookup connection right here. So if you have a full hookup, you're gonna hook a water hose up right here and stay connected and have continuous water. This is where you fill your tanks on the camper. On average, these campers are between 40 and 50 gallons per tank. This is where you're gonna fill the tank to the camper, and on the inside, as soon as you walk into the left, there's a monitor that shows you exactly how empty or full your tanks are getting. This is your tankless water heater right here. If you guys didn't know, there's an on and off switch right here. This is for the fan for this. So you gotta make sure that's on, while on the inside it's on as well. And then sometimes there's a little reset. Let me see if I can find it. There's usually a little push button reset just in case it doesn't fire the first time. There's a reset somewhere. We'll have to look at this one, but I know one of the brands I've seen has a little tiny reset button. Maybe it's hidden. We'll have to find out. Well, hopefully this one just works just by hitting that button. Some people come try to use it on the inside, but forget outside that you have to turn that switch on. So don't forget to turn your switch on. Boom. You have a pass-through storage. I think I mentioned in the beginning of the video, but this one comes with a 200-watt solar panel. So check that out. This is a controller that's, this is an on and off switch to control if you want your solar on. Obviously, you're always going to want that on. Keep your battery always charged. But it will tell you how many amps are actually coming in. So that's kind of neat how it has that. And then you get this big pass-through storage right here. This is underneath the front bunk beds. That is pretty darn cool. Keep all your gear. And these are now going to magnetic latches. A lot of them will have just a regular latch that goes over the top. The clip latches, I call them. And sometimes they break off. So this is a lot easier way. And then if you're holding something in your hands and you're trying to put it in your camper, you can use hold your stuff with one hand and your other hand just flips that up, and it will hold the door nice and easy instead of setting your stuff down and then putting a latch. It's prepped for side view cameras. So it's prepped for a backup camera, side view cameras. We can get those installed before it even leaves here if you really wanted to. So it'll come with a 7-inch screen on that one. And then you'll be able to see your blind spots before changing lanes on each side of your unit, plus off the back of your camper, backing up the camper and just behind the camper while you're actually traveling. Or you can get the simple one and do only the 4.3-inch screen, which would be just for your rear camera. But yeah, there we go. This is a Crossroads Zinger. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you haven't already, hit that follow, subscribe, and like button for more camper videos, more camper walkthrough tours. And yeah, hope to meet you guys soon. I deliver all over the country if you did not know that. Very easy process. I handle all the hard stuff for you. And yeah, let me know if I can help. Hope I get to meet you guys soon. Thank you guys so much.